One of the fastest ways to stand out at work is usually not working longer hours. I learned that the hard way by overworking myself. At the end, I realized that it's actually all about communication and setting proper goals. Most people either have no goals at all or they have too many goals that are just everywhere. A lot of people just set their goals as I want the promotion. I want to get better at my job. I want to make more money. But those aren't goals. Those are wishes. Hi, my name is Anastasia and welcome to my YouTube channel. Here we talk about tech, career, and leveling up. So please subscribe. Today, I want to talk about how you can actually set proper goals at work that will help you grow your career. Because newsflash, your manager can't read your mind. Your company isn't going to wake up one day and decide they're going to promote you. You need to make your growth intentional. So here's how to do it. Step 1. You need to know where you actually want to go. Before you set any goals, ask yourself this simple question. Where do I want to be in a year? Not in 5, not in 10, in 1 year. Maybe you want to become a senior developer. Maybe you want to become a project manager. Maybe you want to pivot into a different field. Or maybe you just want to become better at your current job. You don't need to figure out your whole career. You just need a direction. Once you know where you're going, it's much easier to identify the steps to get there, identify the skills that you need, and set your goals properly. Which brings us to step 2. Find the skills that goal requires. I've done so many one-on-ones with people that completely skip this step. And when I ask them about required skills, they just freeze and they don't have an answer because they never even thought about the fact that you need to identify your skills in order to achieve your goal. So yes, please identify the skills your goal requires. Go look at the job postings for the position that you want. What skills keep showing up? What software do they use? What certifications do they ask for? What experience do they expect? Now compare that list to your current skills. So your next goal should be to focus on closing this gap. Step 3. Make your goals measurable. It's something that so many people know about, but so many don't know how to actually make your goals measurable. Let me give you a couple of examples. Instead of saying, I want to learn Python, say something like, I want to finish one Python course by the end of next month and build 3 small projects. See, now your goal becomes measurable. Instead of saying, I want to improve communication, say something like, I'll volunteer to present our team's updates once a month. You have to remember that specific goals are easier to track. And when you can't measure progress, it's very easy to convince yourself that you're actually making progress, when in reality, you're just staying in the same place. Step 4. Don't have too many goals. Seriously, people get so excited about setting goals. Everybody wants to set as many goals as possible. They want to learn 5 different programming languages, get 10 different certifications, read 20 different books. They want to start a business. It's too much. Pick something like 3 to 5 different things that will have the biggest impact on your career this year or in the next year. Good focus beats doing a little bit of everything. Step 5. Setting goals is great, but now how would you make sure that you actually accomplish them? Many people don't know where to start. Therefore, the next step is to break the big goals into small weekly actions. For example, if your goal is to become better at managing, don't just write it down and forget about it. Instead, decide that every Monday and Thursday, for example, you spend 1 hour or 2 hours on educating yourself. Basically, the actions that you create are supposed to answer the question of how are they going to help you get to your goal. If your goal is to improve public speaking, for example, volunteer for one presentation every 2 weeks. Big goals become achievable when you actually break them down into actions you can do every single day or every single week. Step 6, and this is very important step. Tell your manager. Most managers actually like to hear that someone wants to grow. So please request one-on-one meeting, and during that meeting, make sure that you share your goals. Tell them that you want to be promoted. Tell them that you want to change directions. Tell them that you want to change teams. Communicate your goals with them and ask them to help you develop a plan to get to your goal. They can help you create expectations and set timelines. Now your manager knows about your goals and what you're working toward. And when opportunities come up, your name is much more likely to be remembered. Step 7. Review your goals on a regular basis. Every month or so, you have to have session with yourself where you ask questions like, what did I accomplish? What didn't I do? What's slowing me down? Do I need to adjust anything? Because life changes and sometimes your goals have to change with it. Sometimes your priorities change, sometimes your company changes, sometimes you just discover that you like something else instead. And that's okay. Adjust your plan. And always make sure to review your progress with your manager. They need to know that you are following your plan and achieving your goals. Don't be scared to blab about your accomplishments. And finally, remember this. Your job is paying you for what you do today. Your goals prepare you for what you'll be doing tomorrow. So if you haven't done this already, just sit down, spend like 15-20 minutes this week just thinking about your goals. Pick like 5 different goals and just write them down. Once again, make sure to make them specific, make them measurable, break them into weekly actions, and just start working on them. And in 6 months, you'll be surprised how much you can actually accomplish by following a proper plan. And good luck! Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you next week.